Hey guys, my name is Olivia and I'm a fashion and portrait photographer here in Chicago, Illinois. Today I wanted to talk to you all about my favorite tools that I absolutely need in order to be successful as a photographer in my business. These tools have helped me provide professionalism in my business, and most importantly, it's helped me be a lot more efficient with my workflow. I am not sponsored in any way with any of these resources mentioned today. These are just my honest opinions and I have been using them for many years now, so I just wanted to bring forth to you all these 3 resources that I feel are must-have in your photography business. So let's cut straight to the chase. My very first resource that I absolutely must use in order to be efficient in my work is Milanote. So if you haven't heard of Milanote, I highly recommend that you go on the website and play with it. There's a free version, there's also a paid version. I believe it's $9.99 a month to have unlimited of everything. But basically what this website is where I utilize my mood boards. So I will come here, choose a template. Lots of times I choose the photo shoot template. And with this option, I just click and drop in my photos that I get from Pinterest or any other online platform that I find my inspiration from. And I just click and drop it into sections that are appropriate. And I can even add text box underneath it to kind of label what's going on with the shot, what inspiration am I carrying out of this image. It could be the backdrop as the inspiration in this photo, or it could be the makeup. So just kind of just emphasizing what each image is bringing in terms of the inspiration, or categorize it in each section. A lot of times I like to put a makeup section, a styling section, and a section for me where I have like my lighting examples or lighting inspiration or set inspiration. This tool is very helpful to keep you organized, because one thing you're going to learn quickly in photography business is that organization is key, especially to have a better workflow, especially to have more professionalism when carrying out responsibilities with you and your clients. And the great thing about Milanote is once you create your mood board, you can share it as a PDF or as an image, send it out to whoever needs to get the mood board, or you can send a link where it's just a read-only view so they can't edit it, but it's a link version of your portfolio, or of your mood board, I'm sorry. Or you can have them edit it, but they of course have to have a Milanote account, and you can give them a link and they can go in and edit their section. So this would be great for if you're working collaborative with a team. You can send it to your makeup artist, for example, your fashion stylist, for example, and they can go in there and tweak it if need be, if this is a very collaborative, creative direction in terms of the shoot. And it's also very user-friendly. They even have an app version so you can be on the go with your mood board. So if you're ever on location, you can always pull out your phone and just look at the mood board on the go on your mobile app. So I highly recommend it. It's super efficient. It really just helps create organization and helps everybody be on board with the vision. And there's no disparities in terms of miscommunication on what we're all doing on the shoot, especially when you're working with teams. As a beginner photographer, if you're looking to work with people, creatives such as models or fashion designers, etc., I feel like if you leave with a professional foot forward, many times they're willing to work with you just because you appear to take this seriously. So Milanote is a highly effective tool that I use, and I highly recommend it. And definitely look into getting the paid option, $9.99 a month, so you can have unlimited amounts of uploads and etc. So my next favorite resource to use for my business is Pixieset. Pixieset is a client management software that I utilize to send over my photos and my videos to my clients after doing our shoot together. I can send them the photos to review, and they can favorite the photos, and it will send a generated list to me on the photos that they favorited, so I know which photos to edit and send back to them. Pixieset also has some other great features, such as you can create your own storefront and have clients purchase their prints of the photos that you took of them. They can purchase prints, they can put it on canvases and cups, etc. So you can also set up your own storefront to make some extra side income. And also, when you're sending off the photos to your clients, you can create templates for the emails that you're sending it off with the photos. And you can easily click and drop the templates, and it will allow you just to have a seamless and consistent workflow when it comes to sending off your photos. And like I stated, some other cool tools that Pixieset has, you can create your website portfolio with them. You can also manage your bookings, you can manage your invoices, you can also send documentation that you need to your clients, such as contracts and invoices, etc. So I highly recommend you play with Pixieset's website and see what they have to offer, because it honestly could be a one and all platform for you in terms of how to handle all of your back-end customer management tools. And my very last tool, definitely not least, definitely needed its own section, is of course Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop. So I highly recommend every photographer have both options. I did start with just Photoshop as an option for many years until I realized how much more efficient my work was with Lightroom plus Photoshop. I love Lightroom because it allows me to cull through my images much faster, and it allows me to kind of put my edits on multiple images at once and not just one image at a time like Photoshop. It allows me to pretty much do the bulk work of my color grading and color correction in Lightroom, and then finishing it off in Photoshop with my final images. I really love that Lightroom allows me to do a lot of the work that Photoshop ultimately can do. It's just that Photoshop is more of a single image software, while Lightroom, you can process multiple images at once. And in Photoshop, I will utilize that software to do the nitty-gritty, such as the retouching, completing my color grading and my color correction, and just any little tweaks that I know Photoshop will do. So Photoshop can pretty much do everything Lightroom can do in terms of the actual imaging work, but when it comes to the efficiency of getting through your images and really narrowing it down to your final selection and processing multiple pictures at once, Lightroom is definitely going to be your light and shining armor. If you don't familiarize yourself with any of these three options that I listed today, definitely prioritize the Adobe Creative Cloud system, especially Lightroom and Photoshop. So those are my three favorite tools that I must have in terms of running my photography business. I of course use several other tools and several other resources. However, these are the three that will never leave my site in terms of managing the beginning to the end of my workflow. If you would like to see one of my favorite shoots that I've done and the tools that I mentioned today, how I utilize those in order to create that successful shoot, definitely click the link above so you can watch my next video. All right, guys, bye.